The main reason why you can't grow on YouTube is because you are too focused on video creation. Yes, it sounds weird, but let me explain. Probably you spend a lot of hours trying to figure out the best idea for your future video, filming this video, editing this video, and you get 0 views. What if you change only one detail in your video and you start to grow much faster on YouTube? Hi, I'm Evgeny Maximov, I run content creation agency and we help to grow socials of different clients, both businesses and online experts. The secret is really simple, you need to focus on creating thumbnail and high-performing title, and this video will be all about it. I will show you exact step-by-step process that my team use all the time, every single day, to grow channels of our clients. And we have worked in completely different niches: video games, real estate agency, business to government, chatbot developers, and even self-storage warehouses. And business content is much harder to promote and produce, but still I think we have success in it. For example, this business that builds self-storage warehouses was able to raise more than $1.2 million in I think like less than 2 years, and find more than 25 franchise partners all over the country. Value of every partner is around $0.6 million because they buy or rent commercial property plus they invest into opening, like building the warehouse and launching it. Even though this channel has only 1300 subscribers, this is the biggest channel in the niche in Russia. And that's not because of the high quality videos that we produce. No, it's also about the packaging. You can apply this step-by-step process to your old videos and for your new videos that you are going to publish. First action that you need to do is just copy this spreadsheet. It's pretty simple. We have two main tables. First one, we have references of our channels. So we put in this table name of our competitor, also channel link to the YouTube channel, amount of subscribers, and additional comments if you have any. I will show you how to find competitors. And second table is about triggers. So let's speak a little bit more about it. You have common triggers that you can apply in every niche. It's about money, time, before and after, make a transition or make a really bold fact, so it's like provoking fact. And one of the common triggers is about using more famous logo or face. For example, if you create content about sneakers, it will be really great for you to include, for example, make a comparison Nike versus Puma or Adidas. And if you just implement these logos on your thumbnail, you will get much more views simply because these logos are famous. You can use common triggers and you will find a lot of them. Plus, you need to use specific triggers that applies in your niche. I open YouTube and, for example, my niche, my content is about watercolor painting. I write in the search bar simple term. I have watercolor painting, watercolor tutorial, pendulum drawing, and a lot of different like additional search terms. And I start to browse these terms. So watercolor painting, and you can see we have shorts. We don't need to focus on shorts because this strategy is for long form videos. This video 600,000 views. Let's open an author, and you can see it's a big channel. So we take this channel and we will copy it in our reference tab. Okay, here is Ahmad Art, also I think huge author, yeah, 500,000 views, and you can see a lot of videos about watercolor painting. I found 5 channels in this niche, and what I need to do, firstly, again, I open my template. I can't put anything inside it because I need to make a copy. I click on file, make a copy. Okay, and we open our own version of this template, and we include channel link. Also, I copy paste just to make it clear for me, for future me, the name of the channel, also amount of subscribers, so 148,000. You can write additional comments about the style of videos. Is it personal brand or business brand? Do they sell something, for example? Do they have specific funnels? What's about monetization? I've copy-pasted all this information. I recommend you to find at least like 5-10 competitors because that will be enough for getting like the best references on the market. If you take only one channel, you won't get this like variety of content that other like competitors produce. It's not only about like understanding the packaging of your niche, it's also about getting ideas for your future content, because if this content is top performing in your niche, it's better to make the same videos like around the same topic, because you have a demand on it, because people watch this type of videos. If you make this exercise, you will be far away from all other channels in your niche that are the same sizes, because they just don't do proper market research. These 5 channels will be enough for a start for this tutorial. So, and we open videos, we open the popular, and we start to analyzing and getting ideas about the best performing videos. One important point that you need to keep in mind, that you need to take videos that are not older than 2 years. So if you can see, for example, posted 2 years ago, this video, you don't need to take it. Algorithms were different and you can't replicate and get the same results. If you see 1 year ago, you can take it. 10 months ago, great, you can take it. If you see the most popular videos that we posted like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, that's a really great source. That's a really great reference. I like this video because you can see a 9-minute watercolor tutorial for absolute beginners. We take this one. Why I stopped taping my watercolor paper, try this instead. That's really great video, great idea, and you can see 10 months ago. Take this one, even though it only has like 83,000 views, it's not the typical tutorial about watercolor painting. So I open every video, and right now what I need to do. Firstly, I copy paste this YouTube link. You can see a link to the video. I paste this video and click on tab, and you can see right now I have the title of the video inside my spreadsheet. Also, I need to take amount of views, so it's 592k chicks, and I need to take a thumbnail from this video. I use really simple and free tool. You can see download YouTube thumbnail, so you just put your YouTube link and you can see HD image, so it's in HD. I just download it. And in our spreadsheet you can see a thumbnail, click on insert and click on image, insert image in cell, and we just place this thumbnail. Firstly, I recommend you to collect all the videos in one spreadsheet, and only after it we can analyze it, because it will be much easier to structure the work. Let me spend 5 minutes for you, it will be like 3 seconds, so I will fill this spreadsheet and show you the result, what you need to get. I've opened one of the channel references, and you can see that we have videos that got 1.4 million views, and it was 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, and you can see that there are no new videos on it. So that's why I don't recommend you to take this channel, simply because it doesn't have fresh content uploaded. Probably this channel got all the subscribers from this only one video, and that's all, but that's not a great reference, and I recommend you to highlight or write additional comment that it's not perfect, simply because it was posted too many years ago. So let's move on. If you have this situation, I recommend you to again open your YouTube search and, for example, YouTube painting tutorial for beginners. Let's check this search term, and you can see we have completely different authors, and we can see like 2 months ago. Okay, let's check this. Let's open popular. Oh, you can see 5 months ago, 2 months ago, 3 years ago, 10. This is an active channel, and we can use this a new reference in our table. Chicks. Even though it has only 21,000 subscribers, it's still pretty big channel with a lot of views. I've collected 6 references for this niche for this tutorial, so you need to collect 20-30 references, so you will have much more data to analyze. Even if you won't analyze these thumbnails, that's a great reference point for future you. For example, you are stuck with content creation, you don't know about like the next video, you don't know about the future title or the thumbnail, you just open this spreadsheet and you have your references, and you can like, oh, I like this idea, I want to recreate it. So let's take it. You know that this idea performs really great on YouTube, so that's why it will be even easier for you to like justify that, oh, I need to make this video about this topic. If you see the real value in this video, I recommend you to subscribe on this channel, because I create much more tutorials about how to create better content and how to grow in socials. This process is a small part of like growing YouTube channels and creating even more content, spending less time. And I've collected all my best practices and practices of my team, working with different channels, different experts, different formats. Everything for your growth is available in YouTuber Growth Kit, and you can check the first link below this video video to check it out. You need to analyze these thumbnails and titles to get like the common elements. These triggers, why do you want to click on this video? It can be a specific phrase on a thumbnail, it can be a specific phrase in the title itself. A thumbnail can show like specific emotion, for example, excitement or scary or some intrigue. It could also show like before and after, like this is before before you watch this video, this is after watching this video. Every niche is unique, but what I've noticed that in this niche that's totally fine to show the real video, the real picture that you are going to create. All the thumbnails has a specific example of the painting, so this will be a trigger showing the painting. Also, not obvious triggers that you need to consider is it's really easy to read this thumbnail. A house, you can see a lawn, and that's all. It's really easy to understand. If you put a lot of details on your thumbnail, potentially it can scare off your people. So maybe right now, your next action when you will create your new thumbnail, you will place less details on your thumbnail. That's all for this thumbnail. I don't see any specific details that I can capture and like put in trigger cells. I will analyze titles later, so let's check other thumbnail. We have the same house but also 3 additional triggers on this page. So firstly, you can see the big bold phrase in red: stop taping paper. Next trigger is try this instead, so you are showing a solution. So here's what you need to stop doing. Try this solution. So you can see the connection between these 2 triggers. Also, image of the tape, it's not so crucial to use it, but again, just to make a visual reference, you can write, so this is also additional visual trigger. This is our tape. Next thumbnail is a little bit interesting because we have 2 additional triggers on our thumbnail. First one, we have how to paint clouds, so it's pretty simple. We have how to, specific outcome, how to paint clouds. Red arrow or red circle, like showing a specific object, like pointing out, directing to this specific object on your thumbnail, and it works like a clockwork. And I think like these 2 thumbnails are really great. It's really easy to understand what this video will be about. You can see that I've analyzed only like 4 thumbnails, and for me it's much clearer to understand the niche, how to create future videos and like future thumbnails. These 2 thumbnails are quite similar, but what I like about them is that you have, first one, you have hand, so it's like it helps you to understand the scale of the image, so of your like future paintings. It's not so obvious, but your viewer reads all these small details subconsciously. So that's why I will put this as a trigger, so showing a hand. Also, I like that this person has this watercolor palette. It's showing like, oh, here's like 3 colors and I can make it. Even I, who don't know how to watercolor, I understand that, oh, it's pretty easy to recreate. If you're in a cooking niche, you can show different like fruits, vegetables, and all the ingredients that you need to prepare the food. If you're in filmmaker niche, you can have, for example, a video about what's in my bag, and you can show all the gears that you have inside your bag. I've analyzed all this thumbnail, and you can see that we have a lot of common elements. So you can see showing the painting. We just take it, and I recommend you to color code it, for example, in yellow. Doesn't matter which color to use, it's more about just to make it obvious. So this is a common element. We've analyzed our thumbnails, and it's time to analyze our titles, and we can use the same principles that we used to analyze our thumbnails, and we have the same common triggers. For example, we can speak about the time, and you can see the time, like 9-minute tutorial, so that's about time frame. You will learn specific skill in 9 minutes. We can use a money trigger. In this niche, it can be, for example, the best gear to buy under $100, or everything that you need to start watercolor painting under $100, for example. Great money trigger. We can use before and after. For example, this video, try this instead, it's before and after. So it's about like showing the gap and showing the transition. So before watching this video, you did everything wrong, but after watching it, you will have a great life. Let's analyze these titles. So you can see a 9-minute watercolor tutorial for absolute beginners. Start painting today. We have four triggers. First one, 9-minute. Duration of this video is 9 minutes, and it all that takes to watch this video and learn new skill. Really great time trigger. Watercolor tutorial. So it's also about like showing that not about handwritten pen writing, pencil painting. It's about watercolor, and that's a tutorial. And that's also great for our search bar, because you can see like specific phrase, watercolor tutorial, the very first phrase that we wrote in our search bar. Next one is absolute beginners. So it's about showing the level of complexity of this video, because if we, for example, write for absolute pros, this video won't get 600,000 views. This video will get 5,000 views, because there are much more beginners or people, for them that's just a hobby, so they consider that they are on the beginner level. And also additional point, start painting today. So it's more about like motivational punch, like, and adding scarcity. You need only 9 minutes, so you can start painting today. Watch this video immediately. You can see inside only one title we have 4 triggers. This title has 2 stronger triggers. First one, why I stopped. It's showing the expertise and like personal experience. You have a difference between how to and how I, or for example, why I did something, because if this is how to tutorial, it's more about like showing the step-by-step process. But if you use, for example, how I paint, it's showing your actual process. You can share your knowledge and your expertise, your personal experience inside this video, and you have no need to show exact step-by-step process. For example, if you use how I and you start to tell about your personal experience, that's okay, but it's a little bit different angle. Your viewers won't be disappointed, because they can understand, okay, this video is about your relative experience, not about like this exact step-by-step process that I need to follow. For this you have how-to tutorials. Final trigger, we have try this instead. Again, you can see we have this same on a thumbnail and on a title, and I don't recommend you to have the same triggers on both formats, so on your image and on your title. It will be better to delete, for example, try this instead, or from the thumbnail, and write something else, another trigger. Next title is interesting, because you can see this book changed my watercolor paintings forever. Will it change yours too? So we have 2 main triggers. First one, this book changed my watercolor painting forever. So you can see like huge before and after, like, oh, I read this book, it changed everything completely. So this before and after. And this title asks a question, so will it change yours too? So it's about like, here is a book, it changed my life, maybe it will change your life. What do you think about it? So it's about like asking an audience, asking the viewer, what do you think about it? Next title, how to paint clouds in watercolor, step by step. Really simple and really effective. How to, as I said, how to is really great. And also step by step. You can put everything that is relevant for your niche, and it will be a great tutorial. For example, how to create a thumbnail for YouTube, how to grow on YouTube faster, how to get your first 100 subscribers, how to film a video, how to edit a video, how to publish a video, how to buy all needed gear for your filmmaking session. You can find dozens of ideas if you just open a search bar, how to X, and you have specific additional descriptors of this search term, and you can have a video out of this search term. This one is a little bit more complicated, but it also has different triggers. First one, easy. So it's really easy to do. So it's like for beginner levels. Word easy is one of the phrases that you can use in your niche. Complete guide, easy guide, full guide, step-by-step guide. That's the only one video that you need to watch, and it's really easy. We also have in caps like trick included. I think that's interesting point to show like you will learn the secret. Let's color code our spreadsheet so you can see absolute beginners. Let's see for beginners. Let's make it in pink. I also think that start painting today, step by step, how to, easy, trick included. It's also connected to the beginner level of the audience. So that's why I think it's also, it's not the same, but it's like different perspective and like different angle for beginners to show like this video is for beginners. I can't group other triggers because again I have only like 6 references. If you have 20, 30 references, you can see that probably someone will use time frame like 9 minutes, in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Probably they will show like here's like before and after that. If you won't watch this video, you will ruin your career as a watercolor painter. Don't delete them, because again you can use them for like your new video. So here's like additional perspectives that you can implement inside your video. For example, use this like phrase, try this instead, or like why I stop. You can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of our triggers, and we can write them down in our key triggers window. Basically all this work that we did, analyzing, collecting different references, analyzing these thumbnails and titles, it's all about just writing all this information and collecting 5 short phrases about this niche. But this will help you to create even like better content and convert more viewers into your viewers, potential strangers into your viewers. First one, we need to show our painting. Second one, we need to make it easy to read and understand. We need to include that this is a watercolor tutorial or any kind of a search term. Watercolor tutorial, how to, for example, paint clouds. So anything related to our niche and our search terms that are common in this niche. Next one, we need to also include that this is for beginners, easy, step by step. We can write additional like details, additional descriptors of this key trigger to add additional variables and not putting all like this phrase like for beginners in all our titles. We can also show a hand or a face, because you can see here is like also another authors that are showing their faces. So there's also additional trigger like showing the expert itself or showing a hand of the expert. We can use, for example, additional working ingredients. I call it like this. It's additional gear that you need to use to color this stuff. If you briefly watch other thumbnails that we didn't analyze, you can see showing a gear, showing a face, here is how to. So right now you can understand in 5 minutes, like you start to analyze, they use all the triggers that I've collected in this spreadsheet. So they did a really great work, and that's a great competitor because they know the rules of this niche. I have 2 final advices. First one, you need to click on like button because you watched this video till the end, so it's valuable for you. And second one, you need to create this spreadsheet because you will be far away from other creators on the market. Because you can see I spent 1.5 hours recording this video. You can spend 1-2 hours to analyze like 15-20 videos, and you will be far away from your competitors, and it will be much easier for you to create content. Win-win-win-win-win-win-win situation for your channel and for your growth. You will spend less time thinking about what will work in your niche or not, how to create your title, how to create your thumbnail, and which ideas to use for your future videos, because you already have the best performing videos of your competitors, and you will develop your taste. So every video that you see on YouTube, you can analyze it briefly. You can spend like 2 seconds and you can understand, this video this title has like 3 triggers, this thumbnail has these elements, and that's why this video get this amount of views, and you can recreate and use these triggers in your content. But that's not all. If you collect the references, analyze them, and you will have this ready spreadsheet, you still need to learn how to create thumbnails, and you can make a lot of obvious mistakes that you need to fix, and you can fix it by watching this video. Just click on my face and I'm showing you how to grow your channel, again, much faster by improving and fixing your thumbnails. I recommend to check it out because you will become a professional creator on YouTube after watching this video.